Question number 5. Now this time we are dealing with 5 numbers in AP. They are saying that find 5 numbers in AP whose sum is 12 and a half. And the ratio of the first to the last term is 2 upon 3. So let us first find out what are the 5 numbers in AP. So question number 5. Let 5 numbers in AP be. We can say sir A plus D, A plus 2D, A minus D, A minus 2D. So these are the 5 numbers in AP. It's mentioned that their sum is 12 and a half. So let's add all of them. A minus 2D plus A plus D plus A plus A plus D plus A minus 2D. 12 and a half can be written as 25 upon 2. Now when you notice, this is cancelled, this is cancelled. This was A minus 2D, it should have been A minus D, then A plus D, A minus D. So we left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5A equals to 25 upon 2. A equals to 5 ones are 5. So A equals to 5 upon 2. So my dear friends, we found out the early value of A. Tell me what will be the first term, so this will be the first term. What would be the common difference? A common difference will be second term minus first term. As of now, we are not interested. We are more interested in finding out the value of D. What other information is given to us? It's given that the ratio of first term, this is the first term, to the ratio of last term, to the ratio of last term. This ratio is given to us as 2 upon 3. So this ratio is 2 upon 3. Now supposing if I cross multiply, what do I get? So 3 times A minus 2D equals to 2 times A plus 2D. 3A minus 6D equals to 2A plus 4D. Let's bring all the A on one side and D on the other side. So 3A minus 2A will be 6D plus 4D. 10D equals to A. 10D equals to, you already have the value of A as 5 upon 2. 5 upon 2. Therefore, D equals to 5 upon 2 into 10. 5 ones are, 2s are. So I found out the value of D as 1 upon 4. So my dear friends, now it is a matter of mere substitution. This is the last sum in which I am showing you the substitution. After that, I will simply find the value of A and D. Students can actually make the substitution. The first one being A minus 2D. What is the value of A? 5 upon 2. Minus 2 times the value of D. What is the value of D? 1 upon 4. 5 upon 2 minus 2 upon 4. That will give us 1s and 2s are. So 5 upon 2 minus 1 upon 2. 4 upon 2. The first term being 2. Of course, yes. After that, you keep on finding this and you will simply get all the 5 numbers in AP. Let's move to the next question. Question number 6. In question number 6, it is mentioned that split 207 into 3 parts. So this time we have to divide in 3 parts such that these parts are in AP. The product of the 2 smaller parts is 4, 6, 2, 3. So again, same way, since there are 3 parts only, let 3 numbers in AP be A plus D, A minus D. So we got 3 numbers. They have mentioned that you have to split 207. So if you see A minus D plus A plus A plus D is 207. DD cancels. 3A equals to 207. A equals to 69. When you do this calculation, 6 and then 3, 2, 7, so 9. We got the value of this. Then they have mentioned that the product of the smallest 2, so first term, second term, third term. So the smallest 2 number will be A minus D and A. So A into A minus D, product of the smallest 2 is given to us as 4, 6, 2, 3. 4, 6, 2, 3. So a square minus AD equals to 4, 6, 2, 3. My dear friend, it becomes a very simple question, as we simply have to find out or substitute the value of this. 69 square minus 69D equals to 4, 6, 2, 3. Can I say 69D will be equal to 69 square minus 4, 6, 2, 3. Yes, sir. So 69D. I hope you know how to find the square. 69 square would be 4761 minus, I guess, 4623. This is a very simple calculation. Now from here on we can say that 69D will be equal to 11, so 8, 6, so 5, so 3, 7, 6, 1, 4, 138. So D equals to 2. It is such a simple calculation. We got the value of A, we got the value of D. I am sure we can substitute the values and get our desired answer. That is question number 6. Let's move on to question number 7, which states that the sum of the three numbers in AP is 15. Again, sum of three numbers. So can I say, let three numbers be A plus D, A minus D. Same, we have the same mechanical way of doing the whole thing. They say that the sum of this number is 50. A minus D plus A plus A plus D is 15. Can we? Yes. So 3A equals to 15. A equals to 5. Wonderful. What a rhythm. Then they say that the sum of the squares of the extreme terms is 58. Sum of the squares of the extreme terms. So this term, square of this, add to that square of this. Now this is 58. What do we do? Sir, we will open up the bracket. That means A square plus B square minus 2AD. A square plus B square plus 2AD equals to 58. Plus 2AD minus 2AD will get cancelled. We have the value of A as 5. A square plus A square, 2A square plus 2D square equals to 58. Since we have the value of A is 5, so A square would be 25. This would be 50 plus 2D square equals to 58. 2D square equals to 8. D square equals to 4. Therefore, D equals to plus or minus 2. So, my dear friends, once we have found the value of A and found the value of B, it becomes a very simple job of merely substituting, and in substitute you get all the three numbers. The first number being, supposing if I take D as positive 2, so 5 minus 2 is going to be 3, then 5 and then 7. If you take D as negative, your series will be 7, 5 and 2. It's not going to make any difference to your series. So question number 7 is also done. Let's move on to the next question. In question number 8, find 4 numbers in AP. So this time again 4 numbers in AP, which we have already done in the previous question. That means question number, if you note, question number 3 and 4, they were related to 4 terms in AP. So find 4 terms in AP whose sum is 20 and sum of whose squares is 120. So this is question number 8. Question number 8, let 4 terms in AP B. So as we know that when we discuss about 4 terms, which 4 terms we take? So it's going to be A plus D, A minus D, A plus 3D and A minus 3D. These are the 4 terms. It is clearly given to us in the question that the sum of 4 terms is 20. So can I say A minus 3D plus A minus D plus A plus D plus A plus 3D equals to 20. 3D will cancel with 3D, D will cancel with D, so we are left with 4A. 4A equals to 20, A equals to 5. We got the value of A. After that they are mentioning that the sum of the squares of all this number is 120. A minus 3D square, A minus D square, A plus D square, a plus 3d square. Now this total is 120. It's a very simple thing. You know how to find the identity of a minus b the whole square. A square plus 9b square minus 6ad plus a square plus b square minus 2ad plus a square plus b square plus 2ad plus a square plus 9b square plus 6ad. That will give you 120. See if there is a scope of any cancellation. Yes sir, there is a scope of cancellation. Plus 6ad minus 6ad minus 2ad plus 2ad. Besides that, there is no scope of any cancellation. A square plus a square plus a square plus a square. That will give me 4a square. 9 and then 10. 10 and 11. 11 and 9. 20d square. 20d square equals to 120. Since we know the value of a as 5, 5 square will become 25 into 4, 100. So we can say that 100 plus 20d square equals to 120. So 20d square is going to be 20. D square is 1. And my dear friend, that is why d equals to plus or minus 1. Remember my dear friends, value of a ascertained, value of d ascertained. You simply have to place the value. So what do you get? 5 minus 3. To begin with, you will get 2. Since difference is 1, so numbers will be 2, 3, 4. It's not going to be 2. 2 after that is going to be 4. It's going to be 6 and it's going to be 8. Check it out if you want. Add all of them. So 2 plus 4, 6, 6 plus 6, 12, 12 plus 8, 20. 20 perfect sum of all the terms. And when you take their square, it's going to be 120. So my dear friends, your series will be 2, 4, 6, 8. And when you take d as negative 1, it's going to be 8, 6, 4 and 2. That's how it's going to be. I hope this question was very interesting. Let us move on to the next, which is easier than this, which states insert one arithmetic mean between 3 and 13. So we have 3 and 13 and I want to insert one number which should be the mean. Mean means what? This number, whatever number it may be, suppose x is the only answer and x is the only mean. So it means that, sir, the average of this two is going to be this. You can even say that, sir, second term minus first term will be equal to third term minus second term. 2x equals to 16, x equals to 8. This is one way of finding it. Second term minus first term is third term minus second term. Second way, this is one way of doing it. Second way of doing it is, sir, since this is an average, so 3 plus 13 upon 2 is x, because x is the average. How much do you get, sir? X equals to 8. This is second way of doing it. The third method. Knowing the fact that first term is 3, second term we don't know, and the third term is 13. So since first term is 3, what about the third term? Sir, third term is 13. What is the formula for third term? A plus 2d. This is 13. Now 13 equals to, what is the value of A? Sir, the value of A is 3 plus 2d. Therefore, d equals to, or 2d equals to 10 and d equals to 5. Since it is known to us the d is 5, first term is 3, so second term would be 3 plus 5, 8. Third term would be 8 plus 5, 13, and so on and so forth. So this way also we can get the value of d. Remember my dear friends, many a time you will get the question wherein they may ask you to insert 4 to 5 terms. Supposing let us say start with 5. The third term, or maybe let us say the fifth term or the sixth term is given to you as 30. First term is given to you as 5. Sixth term is given to you as 30. And they have asked us to find out the remaining 4 terms in between, which are all basically you have to insert 4 terms between 5 and 30. You have to insert 4 terms. First term is available, sixth term is available. So what we do, so sixth term is T6 equals to A plus 5D. This is available. Value of A is 5 plus 5D. 5D would mean 5D will remain as it is as D is not available. 25 equals to 5D, therefore D equals to 5. Very interesting stuff. A is 5, D is 5. The first term is 5, second term is going to be 10, third term is going to be 15, fourth term would be 20, then 25 and then 30. So by adopting this method, we can insert as many numbers as you want by using this technique, which is going to be very easy one. Let us move on to the next question. Now as far as question number 10 is concerned, my dear friends, you will have to flash back to your standard 9, wherein we have done chapter on rectilinear figures. We know that sum of all the angles of the polygon would be 2n minus 4 multiplied by 90 degree. That is the exact concept we are going to use it over here along with the blend of AP. Very interesting question, very important question, pay attention. The angles of the polygon are in AP, great, with common difference of 5, so D is given to us. If the smallest angle is 120 degree, so how many angles are there? We have no clue about it. Therefore, let the angles of the polygon be 120. Since D is given to you as 5, A is given to you as 120 degree. So 120, 125 degree, 130 degree, how many are there? We don't know, because we are not aware about the number of sides of the polygon. How many sides? N-sided polygon. So we have no clue about that. The polygon has how many sides? So can you tell me sum of all this series? Yeah, sir. We have done no. Sn equals to n upon 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Sn, we don't know the sum. N, so n is going to be n only. We are not aware about the number of sides. 2a, 2 into 120, 240. N minus 1, no idea about n. D, so D is going to be 5. So this will be n upon 2, 240 plus 5n minus 5. That would be n upon 2. 240 minus 5, 235 plus 5n. So far we know that sum of all this angle is going to be this much. Also we have the formula. As per the rectilinear figures, we know for a polynomial or for a polygon, sum of all interior angles. What is the sum of all the interior angles that we have done? So 2n minus 4 into 90 degree. Absolutely right. That's going to be 2n minus 4 multiplied by 90. This is sum of all the angles. But we have already found out sum of all the angles as this. That means from 1 and 2, this is 2. See my dear friends, the angles of the polygon are in AP. 120, 125, 130. A is 120 and D is 5. Second term minus the first term. So what would be the sum of all the angles of the polygon? So sum as per my AP, n upon 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So I found out the sum of all the angles. But sum of all the angles of the polygon can also be found out by using the formula 2n minus 4 into 90. 2n minus 4 into 90 degree is available. This is also sum of all the angles. This is also sum of all the angles. So we can equate them. So n upon 2, 235 plus 5n can be equated to 2n minus 4 into 90. Now this becomes a normal quadratic equation. This 2 will go there. So 235n plus 5n square. That's going to be 2n minus 4 into 180. So why 180? This 2 will go there, so automatically it's going to become 180. 235n plus 5n square. That's going to be 360n minus 36, 72, 720. Can we bring everything on one side? Of course so. We will try and bring everything on the one side. So how it will look like? 5n square, 5n square plus 235n minus 360n plus 720 equals to 0. So 5n square, 235 minus 360, it's going to be minus 25n, 125n plus 720 equals to 0. Can you divide everything by 5? Yes sir. N square minus 25n plus we want to divide by 20. So 72, 144, 288. It's going to be divided by 5. 5 ones are 144 I guess. Will be 0. So now we have to find out what is going to work for this particular quadratic equation. We have to solve it like a normal quadratic equation to get the value of n. So the clear cut division would be 16 nines are n square minus 16n minus 9n. 16 nines are, so 16 nines are 144. Perfect. It fits into the given situation, equals to 0. So n minus 16 plus 9 n minus 16. Let us check n square minus 16n plus 9n. So it's going to be minus 9n. Minus 9n minus minus plus. Perfect. What's the next step? So next would be n minus 16, n minus 9 equals to 0. So n is going to be 16 or n equals to 9. What is the question asked? Find the number of angles. So the number of angles which fits into this given situation could be for n equals to 16 or n equals to 9. This is the possible answers. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 11 is very interesting and it is focusing on one small known but intuitively many times we also do it about the fact that, for example, let us say a series 1, 4, 7, 10, etc. Now A equals to 1, B equals to 3. Is this series in AP? Yes sir, the given series in AP. You know, if a particular series in AP given to us is in AP, if you multiply this series by any number, it will still remain in AP. Let us say if I multiply this series by 5, the first term would be 5, the next term would be 20, the next term would be 35, the next term would be 50. You can check it out, it is still in AP only. 5, 15, difference is 15, difference is 15, difference is 15. That means multiply by 5 yet in AP. If I add 5 to each term, so it's going to become 6, it's going to become, you are adding 6, so it becomes 10, adding 6, so it becomes 13. I am adding 6 to it, so it becomes 7. If I add 6 to it, becomes 10. If I add 6 to it, becomes 13. If I add 6 to it, becomes 16. Check if they are in AP. Yeah, sir, they are in AP with the difference of 3. If I subtract 1 from each of them, this will become 0. This will become 3. This will become 6. This will become 9. So that means what has been noted, if you multiply a particular series which is in AP, this is in AP. If you multiply by a particular number, they will still be in AP. If you add a particular number, still they will be in AP. If you subtract and likewise if you divide, my series will still remain in AP. For question number 11 particularly, it is given that 1 upon A, 1 upon B and 1 upon C are in AP. 1 upon A, 1 upon B and 1 upon C, they are in AP. It is given to us that they are in AP. Remember the peculiarity of a AP. कभी भी ध्यान रखना AP के अंदर second term minus first term will always be third term minus second term. और ये बात मैंने आपको बहुत बार बोल दी है. यहाँ पे भी because 1 upon A, 1 upon B, 1 upon C are in AP. It's given to us in AP. It is given to us. If I multiply each by ABC, what do you get? So if you multiply by ABC, it will be ABC into 1 upon A, ABC into 1 upon B, ABC into 1 upon C. So sir, they become BC, they become AC, and they become AB. So can I say even this R in AP, since they are in AP, they are in AP. So this is what is the exact question that they have asked. Show that BC, CA and AB are in AP. Hence rule. It was such a simple question, but it was based on this concept that any particular given series which is in AP, if you multiply that series by a particular number, it still remains in AP. If you divide, still remains in AP. If you add a particular number, still it remains in AP. And if you subtract a particular number from the given series of AP, still it remains in AP only. So my dear friend, this was a very interesting case. The entire exercise 10D has been done and dusted. We left it one exercise, that is 10E, which is again a very simple exercise, whereas the last exercise is miscellaneous and the most simple one. So guys, we are just about to complete the whole chapter and I'm sure you must have enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please give your comment, share your suggestions, which is going to help us to help you more. Thank you.